Hey, everybody, it's Jets Chaos here, and I'm here to talk about the real thing we need to do to win and beat Green Bay on Sunday. That's right. We'll talk about 20 different things all week long, 30 different things, 40 different things. But really, there's one reason why the New York Jets will beat the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. And when I say that with the assumption, the presumption, I presume that we are going to win, right? If we lose, this wasn't the reason. It was the opposite of what I'm about to say. So I'm not guaranteeing a victory. I'm trying to explain that if on Sunday we wake up happy with another victory Monday because the Jets won, this will have been the reason why, or the reason we wake up depressed and blue. And it comes down to one thing: believing in yourself. There's always a chess game going on with coaches. Believe me, they know as much as we do what they should be doing and not doing. They know they got to establish this and that, and how do we get Brees Hall the ball, and maybe we could fake them out and give them different looks or give them the same look, but instead of going to Brees Hall, use Garrett Wilson and all that stuff. That chess game is constantly being played. We never know how that's going to unfold. We have questions about Green Bay. They have questions about themselves. They are going to have to reveal whether they believe in themselves. Like, did they just have some off weeks? Are they going to turn this together and just beat the normal Green Bay Packers and go off and win 8 out of the next 9 games? Or is this the year that they fall off that perch? Because we've seen it happen. Doesn't mean they'll fall off forever. It just means that this will be one of the years, one of the rare years, that Green Bay is just like a 10-7 team or a 9-8 team. And maybe that's going to come about with a 3-3 start, because it's taking them time to get things together, put the pieces together and adjust, because they are maybe hurting for some weapons that they're used to having, right? They lost a major weapon. They have to adjust to that. Who knows? But the most important thing for the Jets is that we believe in ourselves. This team has the talent. They're young. And what does that mean when we say they're young? Well, one of the things is with young players, they've never won in the NFL, right? So they have to experience that so they can kind of, look at each other, look around, look at themselves and say, hey, we could do this. Even though everyone says you're young, you're trying to improve, blah, blah, blah. Now they can really not just say it for the press because it sounds good to say, we believe we can win every game, but to really feel it, to truly believe in themselves, to say, hey, we can compete with any NFL team. We have a real running backs, one that might be elite. We have real wide receivers, 1 or 2 that might be elite, at least one, but all 3 super talented, 1 gadget guy who's does everything you ask him to do. 4 receivers on that team, right? That can hurt the other team, right? We're loaded with tight ends that can catch passes, that can block, that can lead and be leaders. We got a young buck tight end that we are already using, right? We know we have defensive linemen that are capable of pressuring the quarterback. It's just getting them home. We got Quan Alexander, who came out of nowhere, one of the most underrated pickups on this team. I forgot who said it, but somebody said it, and they said it correctly. He's the most underrated acquisition we made in the offseason. We got our safeties playing better, and we have possibly as good a duo at cornerback as any team. So we could talk about that all day, the why we should believe in ourselves. But we know that as Jet fans. If you're watching, we know that we're talented in every room now. There are a couple improvements that can be made, sure, but every team has improvements that can be made. But, the key thing I'm not even talking about is we have a quarterback that's growing up in front of our eyes. So when he plays well, if he keeps growing, there should not be a football game, even Buffalo, where our attitude is we can't win. Do you want the players to think that? Do you want our team, the Jets, to come in and say, well, we have no chance against Buffalo? Or do you want them to believe that they can pull it off and make it happen? So this is what it's going to take. The talent is there. The coaches, the X's and O's, they've done it for other teams. They're proven to have done it. Now you see LaFleur knows how to do it. It's there. The talent is there. The scheme is there. The scheme is proven on both sides of the ball to work if it's executed properly. But the confidence has to be there, the belief that you're able to win. Once we get that, we will compete with anyone. There won't be any excuses. You won't hear people saying around the league, we have to play a team with a weak quarterback to win. You won't hear any of that. And if we win this week, we'll put that to rest for good. So that's what the Jets need to do. They just simply need to believe they could win the game, and they need to come out and do what they're capable of doing, which is just play excellent football and utilize that incredible young talent. Go Jets. Hit the like button if you like this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. It's right there. Just hit the ball, Sky 8's head. Have a great weekend, everybody, and jet up.